I'm completely blown away how huge it is in here.
Join me today as we go back in time and walk through the Orlov Paleontological Museum in Moscow, Russia. Much to my surprise, this building houses a world-class collection of important paleontology findings. A vast array of fossils, casts and dinosaur skeletons. Orlov Paleontological Museum was opened in 1987 in the southwest of Moscow. The museum occupies 5 main halls connected by crossings. They form a closed sequence which begins and ends by a tower with a ceramic panel tree of life. All of the halls of the museum are devoted to particular eras of geologic history of the Earth. The museum allows you to trace all main stages of life evolution on the Earth, from fossil evidences of vital activity of the earliest bacteria aged at around 1.5 billion years old, to the animals of the Ice Age, and then to the contemporaries of the ancient man. The first hall illustrates how organisms that had lived for millions of years ago are preserved as fossils and became the research subject of the science of paleontology. A central position in this first hall is occupied by the perfectly preserved complete skeleton of a mammoth. Hall number 2 is the Precambrian and early Paleozoic stages of history. Originating back to around 4.5 billion years ago until the beginning of the Cambrian period 542 million years ago.
Костей. Так что важно, чтобы вы запомнили, никакого генетического материала,
Into hall number 3, which houses temporary exhibitions, constantly changing so that if you want to go back more than one time, you're always going to see something different. And it has to be said, it was absolutely incredible what was in there at this moment in time when I visited. Hall number 4 is the late Paleozoic into the early Mesozoic era, mainly devoted to the evolution of vertebrates and their communities in Eastern Europe, ranging from 419 to 200 million years ago. In this hall we could see the remains of fish and amphibians, the skeletons of ancient tetrapods, and their tracks are demonstrated on separate podiums. The biggest podium is occupied by the group of skeletons of late Permian reptiles. Hall number 5, the Mesozoic era. The hall represents the organic world of two periods, Jurassic and Cretaceous. And of course, this includes the era of dinosaurs that lasted from 200 to 65 million years ago.
I'm completely blown away how huge it is in here. I wasn't expecting much. Obviously, I've been to the Natural History Museum in London and thought this wouldn't be a patch on it, to be honest. I love it there, but this is absolutely incredible. It's a humongous area here with so many artifacts, so many skeletons. I'm blown away.
A large group of dinosaur skeletons is installed on the podium of the lower level. Among them, there are the top 3 largest in the museum exhibits. The 30-meter skeleton of quadruple herbivores Diplodocus and the skeletons of a duck-billed Saurolophus and carnivorous Tarbosaurus and the carnivorous Tarbosaurus, the very close relative of the famous North American Tyrannosaurus rex. Finally, hall number 6 is the Cenozoic era, which began 65 million years ago and continues into our time. There's a large amount of complete skeletons in this hall, including the skeleton of a huge hornless rhinoceros, which is the largest terrestrial mammal in Earth's history. As I went from hall to hall, I was so surprised at how large the exhibition is, each hall bigger than the last. Cost of entry is just 400 rubles, that's $4 or around £3.50 in England. Children enter for free. There was a large amount of families with young children as well as school trips there, which was great to see, learning so much about their history.
Well, I would absolutely recommend everybody to come here. You'll learn something, and of course we all know about dinosaurs, so it's just very cool to see so many of them in one place. So yeah, highly recommended.
So I hope you've enjoyed watching the tour of this incredible museum, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about it below. I have to say, I've been to the Natural History Museum in London a number of times and wasn't expecting much from coming here after being to that great museum. However, I was more than pleasantly surprised to see what an incredible museum this is, with so much in it to learn from and to see from our past.